Donald Trump has said he and Kim Jong-un are preparing for a signing after hailing a fantastic meeting with the North Korean leader. After a working lunch concluded a morning of negotiations in Singapore, the US president said a lot of progress had been made as they tried to solve the Korean Peninsula standoff. Asked about the discussisons, he said, "A really fantastic meeting, a lot of progress. Better than anybody could have expected. Top of the line. We are going right now for a signing," he added. Before lunch, he hailed his excellent relationship with Mr. Kim and predicted the pair will solve the Korean Peninsula standoff after their historic meeting. The US president said his one-on-one meeting with the North Korean leader, which lasted around 40 minutes, was very good and predicted tremendous success. The comments came after the two leaders shared a 12-second handshake as they met for the first time in front of a dozen American and North Korean flags. Mr. Trump patted Kim on the arm and shared some words before the pair turned and posed for the cameras in Singapore. The body language was surprisingly warm, with the pair at times smiling and laughing as they walked along a colonnade towards their meeting. Mr. Kim greeted his American counterpart with the words, "Nice to meet you, Mr. President." Never before have a sitting North Korean and American leader met. The summit took place at a luxury hotel on Sentosa Island, just off the Singaporean coast. Before their talks, which they held alone except for interpreters, both men expressed optimism about the summit. Mr. Trump said, "I feel really great. We are gonna have a great discussion and I think tremendous success. We will be tremendously successful. It's my honor. We will have a terrific relationship, I have no doubt." Mr. Kim said, "The way to come to here was not easy. The old prejudices and practices worked as obstacles on our way forward, but we overcame all of them and we are here today." The sight of the two men sitting side by side encapsulated a remarkable turnaround in the pair's relationship, given they were trading insults and threats last year. It is not known what exactly the pair discussed during their one-on-one meeting, though North Korea's denuclearization was on the agenda. Mr. Trump had said he would know within a minute if Mr. Kim was serious about giving up his nuclear arsenal, and when the pair emerged it seemed Mr. Trump was pleased. Asked how the talks went, Mr. Trump said from a balcony, "Very good. Very, very good. Excellent relationship." Mr. Kim stood next to him but did not respond when repeatedly asked by reporters whether he was prepared to denuclearize. Next, the pair had a bilateral meeting with advisors. John Kelly, Mr. Trump's chief of staff, John Bolton, his national security advisor, and Mike Pompeo, the U.S. Secretary of State, joined from the American side. Mr. Trump said at the start of the talks, "Mr. Chairman, it's a great honor to be with you, and I know we'll have tremendous success together. We'll solve a big problem, a big dilemma, that until this point has been unable to be solved. Working together with you, we'll get it taken care of." Mr. Kim responded, "There will be challenges ahead, but we will work with Trump. We overcame all kinds of skepticism and speculations about this summit, and I believe that this is good for the peace." Mr. Trump later said, "We will solve it, we will be successful. And I look forward to working on it with you. It will be done. Thank you very much." The remarks, which did not detail what was discussed, suggest Mr. Trump is optimistic that a deal can be done to get Mr. Kim to give up his nuclear weapons. There were also lighter moments. At one point Mr. Kim's translator was heard telling Mr. Trump that many people would think the summit was like a science fiction movie. Both sides later enjoyed a working lunch with an even wider group of aides. Prawn cocktail was among the starters and vanilla Häagen-Dazs ice cream was served for dessert.